There's a lot of uncertainty heading into the 2021-2022 season in the NBA. Between Kyrie Irving potentially missing every game for the Nets this season, injuries taking the Clippers and Nuggets out of the top tier contenders, the Ben Simmons drama in Philadelphia, and the new look Lakers having to adjust to adding Russell Westbrook to the mix. The league is wide open. There's no clear-cut favorite. And while that competitive balance makes it much more entertaining and exciting, it also makes it easier for something to completely tip the scales. There is one player that, if fully healthy, can completely swing the NBA season into a direction that few could imagine happening. That player is Klay Thompson. It has been 862 days since Klay Thompson has played in an NBA game, and that was in Game 6 of the 2019 Finals, where he tore his ACL on a fast break layup attempt and then hit his free throws before subbing out of the game. What preceded was Thompson missing the entire 2019-2020 season to recover, but unfortunately just days before the 2020 draft, Thompson tore his Achilles in a Warriors workout, ruling him out for yet again another season. In a span of 2 years, Thompson suffered two of the worst injuries that a professional basketball player can sustain. And now, at 31 years old, Thompson, as Warriors general manager Bob Myers reported recently, is finally expected to return to the team in January. But before we dive into what he can be when he returns, we must remind people, for those who may have forgotten, who exactly Klay Thompson was.
Puts it to the front court. Gets it to Thompson for three.
One half of one of the greatest backcourts in NBA history, the younger Splash Brother, a man who once scored 60 points in not only 29 minutes, but with just 11 dribbles and the ball being in his hands for a total of 90 seconds.
Play corner three, 60! 60 for Klay Thompson!
He has been offensive dynamite, but his impact on the other side of the court is indisputable as well. His 6'7" frame, paired with his quick feet, made him one of the premier two-way guards in the league, helping him earn an all-defensive second-team nod in 2019. That two-way ability is what always has made him so crucial to the Warriors, especially being paired alongside Curry, the smaller, less capable defender. But again, we haven't seen that Klay in over 2 years. So how does he fit in with this current Warriors squad, and what version of Thompson will the Warriors get back? We saw Kevin Durant miss more than a year with an Achilles tear and return back to the game and continue to be a top 3 player in the league. But Durant's case is special, and that didn't come right away. It was a result of rehab, conditioning, and patience. Thompson himself understands that. In an interview on SiriusXM Radio, he said, "I expect to get right back there. Not right away, just because that was 100 games worth of work in incredible shape. But when I step back on the floor, I'm going to be a very effective player. Maybe not doing what I was doing shooting the ball like I was, but I will still be really good. And I'll just keep going, and I really believe that." Offensively, Thompson's elite shooting skills are deeply ingrained. As a career 40% shooter from behind the arc, he just needs reps to get back into rhythm, and it seems like that is clearly underway already. The only thing that will take time is his movement off the ball, but that only comes down to conditioning, which once again requires patience. The real question is on defense. Thompson himself admitted in that interview that he is not where he'd like to be on that end just yet, and in all likelihood, he won't ever fully get back to where he was. We should probably expect Thompson's injuries to take a toll on his legs in some way. To be a good defender in the NBA, you need foot speed, lateral movement, and overall agility, and with his 2 injuries, that seems very hard to recover from. But Thompson still retains his IQ as a defender, and even if his body won't allow him to return to 100%, he should still be smart enough to be a good off-ball defender. And his frame and size should make it that, at the very least, he won't be a liability as an on-ball defender. It's all speculative though. When Thompson does return to the Warriors this season, they will be a very team from when he got hurt. A team that was trying to win its 4th title in 5 years. In the meantime, the Warriors have tried to mitigate his loss and prepare for the event that he doesn't return to form. With the offseason signings of Otto Porter Jr., Nemanja Bjelica, and Andre Iguodala, the Warriors added some much-needed depth to shore up the wings. Third-year guard Jordan Poole is coming into his own and is primed to have a breakout season. But still, a lot of things ride on Thompson's return, the Warriors' championship window being the biggest one. With the core of Curry, Green, and Thompson now into their 30s, the chances of them having enough left in the tank for another deep playoff run lessens every season. Steph Curry just came off a season where he finished third in MVP voting. Draymond Green finished third in Defensive Player of the Year voting, anchoring the Warriors' 5th best ranked defense last season. But how much longer can they do that? The Western Conference is wide open this season, and while the Lakers seem to be the betting favorites as of now, they have their own questions surrounding an aging roster. The Nuggets and Clippers will be without Jamal Murray and Kawhi Leonard respectively for a majority, if not all of the regular season. This season is the Warriors' best chance at returning to championship contention, and that's why Klay Thompson plays such a big role.
That's the plan. 2022 NBA champs.
If Thompson comes back at even 80% of what he was 862 days ago, the Warriors are primed to contest for the top team in the West with the Lakers and potentially even for an NBA championship. And that is why Thompson is the biggest swing player in the league this season. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button.